Grand Rapids Rampage coach Steve Thonn loves West Michigan. He must. Each of the last 3 times the Rampage have had an opening at head coach, he's applied. Now, the 5th coach in the franchise's history will lead the Rampage into their home and season opener Monday night against San Jose.
Grand Rapids was always a place that I had interest in. Ever since I came up here, I was the head coach in Houston in 1998, and we came up here and it was just a great atmosphere. I loved it. I loved everything about it. And we kept coming up here a few more times. So when I knew the job was opening up, I think it was 2004 season, I definitely had interest, and I talked to him a little bit. And at that time, it didn't go too far. And I don't really remember the whole specifics about it, but that was your Cortez got the job. And then the next year it opened up again, and I had interest in it. Again, it was closer to home. I loved Grand Rapids, so I thought it would work out great. And went through the interview process, and that was the year that Sparky got the job. So it was just one of those things, and I never felt really bad about it or anything. It was just one of those things. I do believe that timing is, it wasn't their timing, it wasn't my timing. So when a job came up again, I did have interest. I really didn't want to go through the whole process again, and third time. And I told them, I said, hey, if I'm a serious candidate, let's talk. If I'm not, let's move on. And they said, no, you're a serious candidate. I said, well, let's talk again, and then it worked out for the both of us.
For Thonn, stepping back into the head coaching role has been a challenge.
It's just nonstop. There's something going on all the time. So when you're an offense coordinator, I just would call plays and then I'd go home after practice. But when you're the head coach, it's always something going on, and you have to worry about the defense and the special teams and things off the field and player problems. So it's not so much that it's hard, it's just constantly you're doing something with the team.
Rampage General Manager Scott Woodruff said Thonn has assembled a coaching staff that matches his own professionalism.
And there's a trust. They don't want to let each other down. That, in my opinion, teams are kind of like military. They're not fighting for the guy above them. They're fighting for the guy next to them, and they do it because they work hard and they go that extra effort because they don't want to let the guy next to them down. And the coaches are the same way. There's no way Darren is ever going to do anything to let Steve down. I guarantee you, he wouldn't live with himself, and that's the way they are. So that's huge. He's a Midwest guy, and this is a Midwest city, and I think that there's something to be said for that.
And there's something to be said for Thonn's development of AFL quarterbacks, including ex-Rampage standout Clint Dolezal. This year's starting quarterback, Adrian McPherson, said he's looking forward to playing for Coach Thonn.
I know me, I'm pretty excited. I've been here all season just working out, not only because I didn't play as well as I would have liked to last year, but I'm just excited to be working with Coach Thonn. He's a great offensive-minded coach, and everywhere he's been, his quarterbacks have been successful. So I'm excited just to let him put me in some great situations, and he's done a great job of surrounding me with some great receivers and just letting those guys make plays. I think Coach did a great job of mixing veterans who've been in this league and who've won in this league, along with some new guys who are really talented. So they're kind of buying into what the veterans are leading by example doing. And I think Coach has done a great job of just putting the team together collectively to make a run at it.